A strong queen knows with certainty that her real value has nothing to do with her appearance, her clothes, her wealth, or the opinions of those around her. She understands that all of these things are temporary and fragile. Beauty will fade with time, money can be taken away in a moment, and people's opinions change from one day to the next. If she ties her self-worth to these unstable things, her confidence will rise when they are present and collapse when they are gone. But when she anchors her worth in Allah, her value becomes unshakable. She knows that Allah honored her long before anyone praised her, and her dignity does not depend on trends or people's approval. This makes her walk with calmness and strength because she is rooted in something eternal, not in something temporary. No insult can lower her and no compliment can make her arrogant because she knows her true value comes only from the one who created her. Allah has already honored you by creating you as a believer and by giving you dignity long before anyone had an opinion about you. The Quran reminds us that Allah has honored the children of Adam. This honor does not depend on how you look or what others say about you. It is built into your very existence. When you pray, when you make dhikr, when you trust Allah, your worth only increases because you are strengthening your connection with the one who gave you life. Do not let negative comments from people define you. People may call you names, people may laugh at you, people may try to belittle you, but their words do not change who you are. Allah sees your heart. Allah knows your struggles. Allah values your sincerity more than He values your appearance. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah does not look at your looks or wealth, but He looks at your hearts and your deeds. So walk with dignity and carry yourself with confidence because your value is not tied to the shallow approval of this world. Your worth does not depend on compliments or attention. It is far greater than that. It comes from the one who created you, who shaped you in the best form, and who loves you more than anyone else ever could. When you understand this truth deeply, it changes the way you live. No insult can break you because you know the words of people cannot reduce the honor Allah has given you. And no praise can blind you because you know people's opinions do not add to the value that Allah already placed in you. Their words come and go, but Allah's love and recognition remain forever. A strong queen understands that the source of her worth is not the world around her, but her connection with Allah. She knows that as long as her heart is tied to Him, she will never be truly broken. That connection gives her strength in weakness, patience in hardship, and peace in chaos. This is why she can walk with her head high, not out of arrogance or pride, but with the quiet confidence that comes from faith. Her grace is not forced, it flows naturally because she carries herself with dignity. She does not need to shout to prove her value. She does not need to lower herself to please people. Her strength is in her trust in Allah, and her dignity comes from knowing that He has already honored her. That is why she shines differently, because her confidence is built on a foundation that no one can take away. Faith makes her unshakable, and that is the true crown of a queen. A strong queen knows that her heart is one of the greatest gifts Allah has placed inside her, and she treats it with care. She understands that not everyone is worthy of holding that trust, and not everyone should have the power to touch her emotions. Her feelings are not cheap, they are precious, and they are not meant to be wasted on people who do not value her or respect her. Too many times people hand their hearts over too quickly to friends who turn out to betray them, or to relationships that drain them until nothing is left but pain and confusion. Wisdom is in protecting your heart from those who only want to use it. A queen does not let just anyone enter her heart because she knows the heart is where Iman lives and where peace begins. She guards it carefully and gives it only to those who are sincere and respectful. She remembers that her heart belongs first to Allah and that only people who treat it with honesty and dignity deserve any part of it. Protecting your heart does not mean you are cold or unkind. It means you are strong and wise. It means you know your worth and you will not allow anyone to play with the treasure Allah entrusted you with. Protecting your heart does not mean you are cold or unkind. It means you have dignity and self-respect. It means you know your value and you do not allow anyone to play with your emotions. A queen gives her love, care, and trust only to those who prove themselves worthy of it. She knows that her heart belongs first to Allah and then to the people who treat it with sincerity. Do not let the world convince you that guarding your heart is weakness. It is in fact strength. It takes courage to say no to toxic people. It takes strength to walk away from those who do not respect you. And it takes wisdom to keep your heart safe until the right people earn a place in it. Remember, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that the heart is the most important part of the body, and if it is pure, the whole body is pure. Protecting your heart is protecting your entire self. So do not feel guilty for setting limits. Do not feel guilty for saying no. Do not feel guilty for choosing peace over chaos. Protecting your heart is not weakness, it is power. It is a sign that you know your worth and you will not allow anyone to damage what Allah has honored. A strong queen understands that her energy is too precious to be wasted on trying to please everyone around her. She knows that no matter what she does, people will always have something to say. Today they may cheer for her, tomorrow they may criticize her. If she ties her happiness to their approval, her emotions will rise and fall with every comment, every glance, and every opinion. That is not freedom at all. It is slavery to the voices of people. True freedom begins when you stop chasing validation and start living for Allah alone. When you know that Allah is pleased with you, no insult can break you and no praise can blind you. Your confidence does not come from how others see you, but from how Allah sees you. That kind of strength cannot be shaken. A queen does not need to run after attention. She does not need to beg for likes, compliments, or recognition. She commands respect naturally by the way she carries herself through dignity, humility, kindness, and self-respect. She shines without asking for approval, and people respect her because they can see her strength comes from a place deeper than this world. Her faith becomes her crown, and her trust in Allah becomes her unshakable foundation. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us a powerful truth. Whoever seeks the pleasure of people while angering Allah will lose both in the end. But whoever seeks the pleasure of Allah, even if people are displeased with them, Allah will be enough for that person and He will turn the hearts of people toward them. This means that the respect and love you are running after will never come by begging for people's approval. It will come naturally when you put Allah first. So do not waste your energy trying to prove yourself to everyone around you. The world will never be satisfied no matter what you do. If you give people what they want today, they will demand more tomorrow. Their standards change, their opinions shift, and their praise is temporary. But Allah only asks for sincerity and consistent effort. He values your heart and your deeds more than the image you show to the world. The moment you stop chasing people's approval is the moment you feel truly free. That is when you rise above their noise and start living with dignity. That is when you stop begging for validation and start walking with confidence, knowing that Allah sees you and values you more than anyone else. This is what it means to live like a true queen. True strength is not about making the most noise or putting on a mask of confidence while you are crumbling inside. It is not about proving yourself to the world or pretending you are never shaken. Real strength is hidden. It grows in silence in those private battles no one else can see. When you are deeply hurt, but you choose patience. When your heart feels broken, but you still rise again. When life knocks you down, but you refuse to stay on the ground. That is when strength is truly born. A strong queen understands that pain is not a punishment and it is not the end of her journey. Pain is part of her growth. Every trial, every disappointment, every heartbreak is like fire shaping iron. It may burn, but it makes you stronger and more valuable. Allah reminds us in the Quran that with hardship comes ease, and that He will never burden a soul with more than it can carry. This means that every difficulty you face is not meant to destroy you, but to reveal the strength Allah has already placed inside you. So do not think that your tears or your struggles make you weak. They are signs that you are alive, that you are fighting, and that you are growing. Every time you stand again after falling, you become stronger. Every time you keep faith when life feels impossible, you polish the crown of resilience that Allah has gifted you. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that the strong believer is more beloved to Allah than the weak believer, but that there is goodness in both. This teaches us that strength in Islam is not measured only by muscles or physical ability, but by the resilience of the heart and the courage of the soul. True strength is in the ability to hold on to faith even when life feels heavy, even when your heart is full of pain, and even when the world seems to be against you. Strength is built in those quiet, unseen moments. Every time you wipe away your tears, but still choose to keep moving forward, you are building strength. Every time you fall, but get back up again, you are building strength. Every time you trust Allah when everything in front of you looks impossible, you are building strength. This kind of courage does not need to be loud. It does not need to show off. It is silent but powerful, and it grows inside you with every test. Fake confidence is easy to display, but it disappears when hardship comes. Real strength stays firm even in storms because it is rooted in faith and trust in Allah. That is the strength that makes a believer beloved to Allah, and that is the strength that no one can take away from you. A strong queen knows that her peace and dignity are gifts from Allah, and she treats them with care. She refuses to let people step over her or drain her energy because she understands that her time, her emotions, and her heart are too valuable to be wasted. She is gentle and kind, but she never confuses kindness with weakness. She helps others when they need her, but she draws the line when people try to take advantage of her. Setting boundaries is wisdom, not selfishness. It means protecting your heart from unnecessary harm and making sure your energy is spent in ways that earn Allah's pleasure and bring real benefit to your life. Sometimes it requires saying no even when others expect a yes. Sometimes it means distancing yourself from toxic relationships even when they are with people close to you. And sometimes it means keeping silent instead of arguing in situations that only drain your soul. A queen understands that she cannot control how people treat her, but she can control what she allows and what she accepts. By setting limits, she shows self-respect and teaches others how to respect her as well. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors with locks, and only the right people are given the key. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that a believer is not stung from the same hole twice. This means you must learn to protect yourself from being hurt again and again. Boundaries are part of that protection. They are a way of saying, I know my worth and I will not allow anyone to damage my peace. A queen does not feel guilty for protecting herself. She knows that Allah gave her dignity and she must safeguard it. Boundaries protect your peace and your dignity, and when you live by them, people will learn to respect you because you first respected yourself. Your crown is not made of gold or jewels, it is your character and the way you carry yourself. A queen knows that what truly makes her shine is not her looks or her clothes, but her manners, her values, and her sincerity. Beauty fades and wealth can disappear, but good character is what leaves a mark on people's hearts forever. Keeping your crown polished means choosing kindness even when others are harsh. It means showing respect even when people try to belittle you. It means being honest even when lying feels easier, and being patient when life tests you over and over. A queen understands that every test is a chance to polish her crown, a chance to grow stronger and more beautiful in the eyes of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the heaviest thing on the scale on the day of judgment will be good character. This shows us that real beauty is not what people see in the mirror, but what Allah sees in the heart. True beauty is in the way you treat others, the way you forgive, the way you stay humble, and the way you uplift those around you. A strong queen never dims another woman's light to make her own shine. She knows that her glow only grows brighter when she inspires others to rise too. That is the difference between fake confidence and true dignity is clear. Real beauty is not in appearance, it is in character. And that is the crown you must keep polished every single day. A queen's greatest power is not in her beauty, her status, or even her intelligence. Her true strength lies in her connection to the King of Kings, Allah. When you place your full trust in Allah, you stop fearing people and you stop fearing the future, because you know the one who controls every detail of your life is guiding you. Trusting Allah means surrendering your worries to Him and knowing deep inside that nothing in your life is random. Every closed door is closed with wisdom, and every delay carries hidden mercy. You may feel that life is unfair, you may feel broken when people betray you or abandon you, but your heart will remain steady when you remind yourself that Allah never abandons His servants. He takes nothing away except to replace it with something better, and He delays nothing except to give it to you at the perfect time. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ gave us a beautiful example about true reliance on Allah. He said that if we trusted in Allah the way we truly should, He would provide for us just as He provides for the birds. They leave their nests in the morning hungry and uncertain, but they return by evening full and satisfied. They never know where their food will come from, yet they trust the provider completely. That is the kind of tawakkul that brings peace no matter what storms surround you. When a queen lives with tawakkul, she is no longer shaken by people's opinions or controlled by their treatment of her. She does not beg for love. She does not chase respect. She does not live in fear of losing anything, because she knows her heart is tied only to Allah. And when your heart is tied to Allah, you walk with unshakable confidence. Reminds us that when you put your full trust in Allah, you carry a strength inside you that no one in this world can ever take away.